Hey everybody, this is Sports Talk with KBOB and JaySpitz. We're here to bring you 100% sports everything.
Sports everything.
And today's your lucky day for our first video. We're going to be talking about the total quarterback rating.
New system implemented by the NFL.
Newest stat, which is going to show really who are the good quarterbacks and who are the bad ones.
All right, so tell the people, K-Bob, what's it all about?
I think you should go for this.
All right, the total quarterback system is a new system. There was a passer rating, but it's only for passers. Like a running back could get it if he threw the ball on a reverse or something.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah. So sometimes you'd be going through the stats like on Madden, and like the number one person in the league would be like a running back with 2 passes for 2 touchdowns. Like LaDainian Tomlinson a couple of years ago when he had like 6 touchdown passes, best passer rating in the league because all he did was throw touchdowns.
Yeah, which isn't right because why is a running back being involved in pass rating? Pass rating is meant for a quarterback.
Yeah. So this is new just for quarterbacks. It involves everything from what time in the game they're playing in to it includes all the passer rating stuff and more, sacks, fumbles, running outside the pocket. What else?
Big plays, like if you throw
big plays.
A touch, you throw on the 1 yard line, you throw a 100-yard touchdown pass. That takes in consideration versus you're on the 1 yard line and you just throw a little bubble pass and the receiver takes it all the way.
Yeah, they made a point to emphasize that like a 50-yard pass on the dime, like in stride to a receiver, is going to be worth more than a little screen play to Deshaun Jackson who takes it 89 yards for a touchdown. The dimes are going to be worth a lot more than the little hitches and stuff that get taken yards after the catch from the receiver.
And so this here is a total package, and it's what many of us believe is the real deal, and really will decide, who's good, who's bad.
Yeah, hopefully, and it's also a lot more simple. I mean, it sounds a lot like a lot of math and stuff, but for the viewers and for just the guys looking at it, it's really simplistic. Just out of 0 to 100 scale, the higher you are on the scale, the better you are. They made it really manageable. So like they said, a 75 and above is like MVP caliber.
Tom Brady.
And what was it? 65 to 75 is Pro Bowl candidacy.
Yeah.
And under or 55 to 65 is kind of in the average. Yeah. So that's pretty much all it covers. It covers all aspects of quarterbacks. And we just want to take a look at some of the best quarterbacks in the league last year according to the ratings. Number 1.
Wait. We should leave number 1. We should go up.
All right, we can go top 10.
All right, we're gonna discuss the top.
We're
10.
gonna top 10, the notable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10, Ben Roethlisberger.
Which it seems fitting. I mean, Ben is Ben. He's okay. He plays for the Steelers.
He's a rapist.
He's a rapist.
He's a rapist.
Good. Thumbs up for rapist.
All right.
Not surprising there. Number 9, Phillip Rivers. What do you think about that? A little surprising to me, actually.
Really, I think it's fitting. Phillip Rivers is
He's a crybaby.
He's a good quarterback. He is a good quarterback. He's just
I don't really like him, but there's so much around. Like, oh my God, Phillip Rivers, so good. Blah. He's always in the top 5 discussions. And he's not even in the top 5 here.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Number 8, Josh Freeman.
I am so happy about this. Josh Freeman.
What is he, second year?
Yes, his second year. He had, I think, last year the worst quarterback rating of all the starting quarterbacks. But he's a new upcoming quarterback. He's going to take this, I guarantee you, this Tampa Bay Buccaneer team to the playoffs this season.
Okay, I don't know about because the only reason he's number 8 on this list is because last year Mike Williams just went nuts and just grabbed everything he could.
Yeah,
you see Mike Williams up in the air grabbing these things way up.
But Josh
he's not
Freeman
gonna play
is good.
that
Josh Freeman's good.
I think
he's a good quarterback. He's on the uprise.
On this, I think he's under or overrated. I think he's nowhere near number 8 next year.
All right. Let's keep moving on.
We should keep a tally of all these bets we make.
Yeah.
Where do you think he'll be next year?
Next year?
You think he'll be 8 or above?
No, he'll probably be 12.
All right. I think he'd be somewhere around there too. So no bet yet. Number 7, Eli Manning.
Boo.
Eli Manning, that's surprising too, considering he had the most interceptions.
Interceptions.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
That's a little weird. Number 6, Drew Brees. You think Drew Brees like this kind of system would fit Drew Brees like perfectly? He'd be number 1 on it, but no, number 6.
I think Drew Brees throws a lot of those, passes to the running backs, and
yeah, he doesn't have that like cannon arm that the rest of the guys do. So his are on the dot, but they're like short intermediate passes more than long distance, and you get more points for that. Like bigger plays, bigger points.
Yeah.
And how you manage the game, I think that goes into a lot of it too. Number 5, the Michael Vick. On my fantasy team last year, I picked him up. We have an auction style fantasy system, and I picked him up for 32 of my $100. I spent a pretty good chunk of change on him. Turned out to be the best pickup of the year.
Really?
He went nuts. You know that.
Okay, yeah, he had a great year. He, in the beginning of the season, he had only thrown 4 interceptions or something. Or by the end of the year, he had.
Yeah, he went on a streak. Season. He went on like 8 weeks in a row without an interception.
But guess who has the streak now? Tom Brady. The best.
Yeah, so Michael Vick, that's pretty cool. Like out of the pocket and running goes into the quarterback rating also. So
which is why the only reason he's in there.
I don't know. He had a pretty good throwing year, 21 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Yeah, that's
he
pretty good.
And he only played in like 12 games or something.
Yeah, he is injury prone because of all his running.
So I don't know. I think that's pretty good for him.
Yeah, and he was. People thought he was gonna be MVP. He was competing against Tom Brady, for MVP. But I believe Tom Brady had all the votes, so there really was no competition.
Yeah. So I just like to say, from Ben Roethlisberger on the system, 0 to 100, 59.8. So what is he at? He's at he's not even Pro Bowl. He's average. I mean, 55 to 65 is average.
Yeah.
And 65 to 75 is Pro Bowl, and above that is MVP. So you see Ben Roethlisberger, just an average quarterback right here, goes up. Drew Brees. 65.9. So that's Pro Bowl right there.
This seems like a very tough grading scale.
Yeah, it does actually. And then Michael Vick, 66.6. And then we get into the top 4, the big guys.
All right, these are these top 4 quarterbacks. Besides one of them in here, they're actually probably the best.
Yeah. So number 4, Aaron Rodgers, my boy, big Packer fan. But I don't see how he's that low actually. I really don't. He's a 67.9. I don't see how he's that low. But whatevs.
He it's not bad. I mean, you want your quarterback to have the best, of course. But he did miss some games, which I don't know if that actually takes an effect to the total quarterback rating. It probably does. But just who knows?
But I just like to say, in the playoffs though last year when they went on their Super Bowl run, an 86 on the scale. 86. Remember, 75 is MVP status. 86, man. Woo!
That's pretty good. But if you watch some of the videos on NFL, they talk about how it's really hard to be 75 or higher.
Yeah.
And if you'll
see.
But then 86 in the postseason, that's got to be really hard too. So you got to give him some major props to do that.
Big time. That is my man. Number 3, shocker to me, Matt Ryan.
Yeah, this is. I like Matt Ryan, but it's a bit of a shocker. You don't think he'd be in the top 5 even? Maybe top 8. You don't. Maybe he'd be at Josh Freeman's spot more likely.
Yeah, I was thinking he'd be down lower. But I mean, if you think about how he plays the game, he just makes consistent passes. Just doesn't do anything out of the box.
I mean, he's a pocket passer. He's good at what he does.
Not really an explosive guy, but manages the game pretty well. I mean, you can see how. I would think that like a Drew Brees. That's why I thought like this kind of system would fit Drew Brees, because if Matt Ryan is so high, why is Drew Brees at 6?
Yeah.
I mean,
he did have a down year last year though.
Yeah.
I want to see how all their seasons, every quarterback season, their total
career averages.
Yeah, career averages.
That'd be pretty cool. Number 2, Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Peyton Manning did have a down year as well.
Yeah, he actually had the most plays out of the entire league, most passing plays, most plays where he was in action, 779. Way ahead of everyone else.
He just missed 70, 69.5. I don't know if you mentioned that, but
69.5.
it's pretty impressive.
That's just you'd think Peyton Manning might be a little higher, but
Yeah.
we'll see next year. And number 1,
my boy Tom Brady.
it just hurts my heart when he gets to.
Well, he did win the MVP last year, so. And remember, they said 75 or higher is MVP, right?
Yeah, 76 right there.
Yeah, he's 76. It's right on the cusp of getting MVP.
Yeah, so that's the top 10. Just a few notable mentions where some other people are at. Jay Cutler, starting for the Bears, 25th with a 42.6 quarterback. Wow.
He's pretty bad.
Yeah, he's what was it? 45. Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's below average.
Yeah, he plays for a team with a really good defense. It's like the Steelers and Ben, but Ben is a better quarterback. He's good.
Yeah.
Jay Cutler is not.
Jay Cutler. Nah. Right. Oh, I also want to say Mark Sanchez, 47.4. I'm a big Mark Sanchez hater.
Same here.
He sucks. You just hate him because he's on the Jets.
Yeah.
But I actually just think he sucks. He's like a Kevin Kolb kind of guy. Or there was another.
He's better than Kevin Kolb.
Maybe, but he's like one of those guys who is only going to make these. You can't hand him an offense.
Yeah.
He has to have a reliable running game. Not a guy who can make every throw. Just kind of sucks.
They made him captain this year.
Yeah.
Which is gonna
his quarterback.
Watch what happens. It's gonna be a downfall.
Yeah.
He's just gonna fall.
Yeah.
Right on his face.
Same with Sam Bradford. I don't see Sam Bradford as being one of those guys who you can hand the offense.
I like Sam Bradford.
Here you go. Like when Aaron Rodgers came in, they said, "Here you go, boy. Throw the rock around." With Sam Bradford and like Mark Sanchez, Kevin Kolb, these guys are not guys that can make all those throws, and they're just gonna play short, like West Coast run style offenses.
Sam Bradford did make some pretty impressive throws though on the run. I mean,
yeah,
he
I
ran
guess
outside. He was impressive. I mean, I like him.
We'll see. We'll see. Joe Flacco at number 12, 58.1. He was right under Tony Romo, who's 11, and Tony Romo was out most of the year. So
yeah, which is interesting. So maybe games you miss don't take effect. I think it's the
quality of the games.
Yeah.
But Joe Flacco, that was kind of surprising actually. I didn't really think Joe Flacco was that kind of guy. But what else? Matt Hasselbeck right under Jay Cutler at 42.4. Matt Hasselbeck sucks.
Yeah, good luck, Tennessee.
And not much else really surprising. Oh, number 32 on the list with a 25.8 quarterback rating. 25.8. The legendary Brett Favre. 25 point.
Wow. Can you say someone is old and sucks?
Wow. The only person worse than him who started games last year was Jimmy Clausen.
Yeah, and that's not an excuse to say,
that's not even an excuse. Jimmy Clausen, this is really sad. I don't even want to say it.
Yeah.
It's 11.7.
How bad do you have to be to get 11.7?
We can stick Caleb into an offense, the Carolina offense. He'd probably get at least a 12.
Yeah, I probably could. At least
My God.
11.7.
Good Lord.
That's pretty bad. I mean, wait, what team did he even play for?
Carolina.
How does he even have Did he play last year?
Yeah, he started like half the season.
Wow.
397 action plays.
Oh, wow.
Him and Matt Moore were going back and forth.
Matt Moore played better than he did.
Yeah, Matt Moore was injured too.
Oh, that's right.
So, yeah. That's our total quarterback rating wrap up, boys. Hopefully, you keep watching throughout these episodes. Once we get closer to the football season, we'll go over like fantasy advice and stuff like that. Are you a big fantasy guy?
I play fantasy football every year.
I'm a big fan. I've been playing since I was like 9.
He's a pretty big fantasy football. You might want to listen to some things.
It's like when the season starts, that's all I do is just sit in front of a computer. I mean, a lot of you guys talk about why should we listen to you guys. We're like 19, 20-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Nothing to do except for sit around and research this stuff. I mean, and it's sad, but this is the creative outlet.
Yeah, I mean.